Welcome back to the morning side with the in here, Matt.
Oh, that's
Tell
fine.
us what we're doing.
Well, today's going to be a little messy, so we're out by the trash cans again, just in case.
Right.
Right. Okay. And so, I thought I would do something else that people can do with sort of household things.
Okay.
Almost this time, not quite. So we're going to play with something called hydrogen peroxide today. And I have some hydrogen peroxide in here, which is the same stuff that you use to clean off your cuts with and things after you nick your knee and such. But it's a little more concentrated than that, but just a bit.
Okay.
Now, so you're used to this stuff. What happens when you pour it on a cut? Do you remember?
It hurts. It burns.
It doesn't hurt and burn very much, but what does it look like, you know?
It bubbles.
It bubbles. That's why people like it. And so there's this kind of idea that all that bubbling, what it's really doing is it's attacking bacteria. So the bubbles are somehow doing this, and it's not quite what's going on. So hydrogen peroxide is H2O2.
Okay.
So it's kind of like H2O with an extra oxygen on it. So so you can actually take this stuff pretty easily and break it apart into water and oxygen. Okay. And there's an enzyme in your blood called catalase, which actually does that really efficiently. So when you put this stuff on a cut, what happens is the bubbling you see is oxygen coming out from the hydrogen peroxide turning into water and oxygen, okay? And so, but this stuff is not really has anything to do with bacteria, so I can just cut this potato, which also has catalase in it, in its little wound, okay? And if I pour that in there, you'll see how it starts to foam and fizz, just like it would on your cut in your finger.
Sure.
Okay, and the potato we don't think is full of germs or anything like that. So the foaming action is really just due to this chemical. See how it's kind of foaming up?
Right.
Okay. Now, there are other things which can act as a catalyst to break this into oxygen and water, and one of them is manganese dioxide, which is the stuff that's in this little tea bag. I actually stuck it in a tea bag yesterday.
Okay.
And this is very common stuff. It's used to make dyes. It's mined by the thousands of tons. Okay, so it's not rare chemical or anything like that. This stuff is really good at turning hydrogen peroxide into water and oxygen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the hydrogen peroxide that I have in here, put it in this little bottle, and then we're just going to drop this in here and we're going to see what happens. Well, I know what's going to happen, but you may not know what's going to happen.
Oh.
We call this a genie. We call that the genie in a bottle.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
what makes it do that? Does it have to be in a concentrated area?
It's well. This is why we were outside, by the way. So this what happens is that hydrogen peroxide turns into water and oxygen, and it releases a lot of heat. Feel how warm that is. Okay.
Ooh,
in fact, it's so warm. If you compare this bottle to one that I didn't do this in, you'll notice that this one is skinnier. Do you see the difference there? It's because this thing got so hot that it shrank.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay. So tell us in 30 minutes what you're going to do when we come back.
Okay. When we come back, we're going to use a similar kind of reaction to make what we affectionately known as the puking pumpkin.
There he is.
So the pumpkin's over there, and he's going to have a bad morning here in a minute.
All right. Stick around for that. We're going to check in now with Robert.
Good morning, Ann. Good morning, everybody. If you've got questions for the Wise Guy, you can email them to the morning show.